What's good with it? In the hood with it. Welcome to Gunner's Vlogs, where we about to get our vlogalization on, right? It's all real, it's all good, no added preservatives, just nothing but the realest and the illest content that I could possibly provide for you on YouTube. My platform, it's my chocolate factory, Willy Wonka, and I'm gonna do what I wanna do, right? You see the thumbnail, in a menudo está in a direct fashion. I can't say it no differently, right? It's over, it's done. The man has spoken. Swifty has given Wack 100 the pass. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Okay? No one else could speak on it. Period. The voice, the man himself, Orale El Swifty. He spoke on it. He gives him the pass. He gives him the light. Hey, go, Holmes. You can pass go. You can collect your 200 and everything is good in the hood. And if Swifty said it, you best believe we better abide by it. Facts, right? Trip out. So Swifty Blue sits down and has a conversation with Wack 100, and he's entitled to that. If Wack 100 is willing to pick up the phone or to speak to Swifty, hey, kudos to you, Swifty. He did that. He wouldn't do it for me. He did it one time, and he said, I ain't speaking to no Mexicans on Peru ever again, right? I guess he was feeling some type of way. I guess he felt the wrath. I guess he felt the way I was going to come at him, and it wasn't going to be unprofessional or biased or none of that. I was just going to give him some of the realest words I could ever do, right? But that conversation was to not be held, and that's fine, and that's dandy. I ain't mad at you. But Swifty was able to do that. He was able to break them barriers down. He was able to overcome the bumpy face and the big BBL, and to grandmother's house we go, right? He was able to get there. Guard, how he got there, one never knows, does one. But they had a conversation. And Swifty conducted himself professionally like a man. And he spoke on what he had to speak on, and Wack 100, of course, reciprocated the way he wanted to. Now, of course, Wack 100 did a whole lot of backstepping and backpedaling and a whole bunch of he said, she said, didn't say this, or she said that, and that's fine. What it seems to me is Swifty gave him a pass because he has it like that. See, he could do that. See, there's people that could speak for the raza because they say they can. See, I am not a voice for the people. I am for the people, by the people, meaning I am just like you. I rock with you. I don't rock against you. I'm not in front of you or behind you. I'm beside you, gente. I'm beside the people, and I'm beside what's right, and for holding it down with our integrity, and for what's professionalism, and for what's class, and for morals, right? I want our people to be looked at and shined upon just like every other people. That's all I want. If I can get that, Sawaski, I'm going to sleep good at night. If I don't get that, then I don't got that. That's all right. I could deal with that too. But if Swifty says it, you might as well fill it up with unleaded, man, because you're going to get somewhere. That Vato is definitely a shining star for the people. He's definitely, what he says goes according to him. Now, a lot of people got at me about it, and I had to sit down and analyze and look at it. You know, I just looked at it, you know what I mean, from the outside looking in, and I'm going to keep it real because sugarcoating it and adding preservatives is not my stilo. Swifty, you done let us down, brother. You know, just when I think the Vato's doing good, just when I said, oh man, he went and showed up and popped in with his homeboy as soon as he got out, Chitorranas. Oh man, this fool's doing this, he's doing that, he's coming up, he's keeping his mouth shut, he's staying out the way, he's making power moves, wearing shower shoes, he's doing his thing. Then he lets me down again. He lets us down as a people, as a brown people. Now, I know he speaks for the southern side and not the other side. Well, me being from the other side, I definitely have something to say about it. Okay? And what I have to say is, as a brown man, as a Chicano, a real one in real life, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that this man, once again, Wack 100, was able to scale the walls unscathed, that he was able to get over the barbed wire without catching a pico, that he was able to say some outlandish things and say some remarks that are very unbecoming and derogatory towards the people and get away with it. Once again, because Swifty says so, Orale Sosa says so. Let me tell you something. Swifty does not speak for all mankind or all people. He speaks for his agenda and himself. Right? Will I take anything away from him? Absolutely not. Do I think he's smart enough to understand what's going on? He does, just a little bit more than others, and that's exactly why he placed himself in the position to be a voice. And he is a voice. There's a lot of the younger generation and people that rock with him and like him because he's a good rapper, or like him because he has a lot of tattoos, or like him because he has, the nippies going on. Whatever they like him for, they have their own reasoning behind it. But I definitely will hear him out. Doesn't matter if he's from the younger generation. Doesn't matter if me and him don't agree on everything. I will definitely hear him out because he does have a powerful voice, because us as brown people have given him that platform and that powerful voice, just like you, the subscribers, the supporters, have given me a powerful voice. Now, will it be heard? Will it be felt? One never knows, does one? I know one thing for sure. This guy took it upon himself to speak on behalf of the raza and didn't say what we wanted him to say. Didn't speak the way we wanted him to speak. He spoke the way he wanted to speak, and we just have to deal with it. See, when it's done, it's done. Once he's gotten the pass, once you've gotten that Swifty Blue certificate, once you're checked in and you're good no matter what you say or what I say or what anyone else says. We don't got none coming, Sasuke. We just got to deal with it and go suck on your thumb somewhere, because Swifty has spoken. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Swifty's spoken. Fuck what he's going through. And that's just it. Now, a lot of the things that they spoke on or they spoke about seemed like an agenda. It seemed like Swifty was trying to not throw the raza under the bus, but belittle the efforts of the people. Basically saying it's no big deal. Co-signing the fact that he believes truly that Wack 100 is not racist, or Wack 100 is not prejudiced. Now, there's a difference between racist and prejudice. I myself, I'm not a racist, right? I myself got love for the black gente. I myself got love for all people, the white boys included. Yes, Woods got love for you, brothers. But at the end of the day, sometimes I'm prejudiced to some things. Okay? Not necessarily racial issues, but I don't like onions. If you put onions in your macaroni salad, bitch, I'm prejudiced, right? I don't like it. Maybe it has two different meanings, but that's how I take it, right? I can prejudge. That's what prejudice means. It means prejudge. I can prejudge something. I mean, nah, I don't want that. I'm against that, right? Because I don't like it. But I'm never like that with people. See, I don't judge people by the way they look or if they need to get in shape. What are the Swifties? Step it up, right? Or things like that. What I do as a person is just let it be known exactly what it is, how I feel and how I don't feel. And how I feel in this situation was Swifty spoke out of turn and he didn't speak the way we wanted him to, gente. We need a strong voice. I know. A lot of you, gente, don't agree with Gil being that voice. I myself have no problem with it. I don't have to like the man to respect the man. See, there's plenty of times I've been on yardas in prison where there's a vato, I just don't like him. I'm not judging him. There's just something about him I can't key in on. I just don't like him. He might pose a threat to me. I might feel he's a threat on that yard. I might feel his size or the way he acts or his charisma or his stilo or his education poses a threat to what my agenda is and what I'm trying to push, right? And it doesn't necessarily mean I hate him. It just means, I don't trust that, man. I'm not going to rock with that. But that doesn't mean I don't respect that man. That doesn't mean I'm not going to show the man courtesy and a whole different level of respect, because that's what he's got coming. Now, when it comes to Swifty, I have done that. In the past, I have said some things, and in the future, I might say some more things. But one thing I will say for sure is, if you're going to speak on behalf of the gente, if you're going to have a strong hand, if you're going to hold it down, if you're going to ask someone some questions and deliver some answers, if you're going to ask someone something, Holmes, you need to stand 10 toes down for what you believe in. You cannot minimize the situation because you're trying to get some studio time or it's going to benefit you. Because at the end of the day, I recall, oh yes, I still hear the echoes of one man saying, we don't want to be signed by no blacks. We don't want to deal with no blacks, right? And that was Swifty that said that. That was like swirly fruit, right? That was different. It was weird, right? I remember when I heard that, I said, why not? Why wouldn't you take the opportunity to come together to get a bag? Why wouldn't you do some willings and dealings? If you're willing and dealings and you're willing to go out of your comfort zone and do dealings with the North, guys from up North, why wouldn't you do it with blacks from down South? See, I always tripped out on that, and I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you some justification to the context of what I'm saying, right? That's just like I see Northerners or Southerners, right? Oh, they're bumping the shit out of E40. They're bumping the shit out of Too Short, right? And I remember being down south, I have primos from Wilmas, and they're down there bumping Too Short. You know what I mean? Dum 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 dum. Fight the feeling. And I said, oh shit, you bumped that? And I said, here, throw this in, this GUN album, right? Oh no, we don't bump them Vaultals. We don't bump Vaultals from up north. Well, Too Short's from up north. Yeah, but he's black. So you bump the black man from up north, but you can't bump the brown man from up north. Your own people. I don't get it. Them ain't our own people. Them are just a bunch of farmers from the north. Yes, indeed. But guess what? That's how you get tomates and lechuga. You better recognize this, right? So straight up, everything was all good in the hood. And I understood. It was a little bit more political than that. And there was some underlying hatred, one towards each other, vice versa, tit for tat. Cool. But that didn't diffuse the fact or change the fact that Vaultals pick and choose their battles, or pick and choose how they feel on that particular day. Now, one thing I've always been aware of and I've always been real with is, man, everybody's equal, man. Everyone's the same. You know, some people might not like one person for one reason or another, but at the end of the day, a man is a man. We all bleed the same. We all shit the same. I'm not sure if everybody wipes their ass the same. I know I do, but okay, you know, step your game up. Put a little on it. That's just how it is, right? Now, when Swifty Blue sits down with Wack 100 and gives him a pass, basically, and says it's done, it's over, you know, what about questions I have? What about questions other Vaultals from LA have? What about questions that, you know, the Paisa in front of Home Depot has? What about the questions Lupe has? There's a lot of other questions and a lot of other things we want to know. Why? Why in the first place? Why is there even apologies? Why does there always have to be apologies? Why does there always have to be backstepping? And who are you to speak for the gente and put the final nail in the coffin and say, that's it, it's done, we're good? You know, I understand in some situations, some people might not seem racist or prejudiced towards others, but you got to hold a person accountable for what they say. You ain't got to hold the whole ethnicity and the whole gaggle down, but you got to hold that one person down for what they said. You know, if you're a real one and you're a real G and you're all about that smoke and you're pulling out cuetes on fucking Armenians on the street, and if you're really snatching up Asians off their bikes, and if you're doing all this, making dudes pull up their t-shirts and seeing what water they're from, then how the fuck are you going to sit there and let a dude who talks time and time again on the people and let him get a pass? How are you going to let him get a green light to go? How are you going to let him catch his Happy Meal with his chicken nuggets and give him some fucking mac sauce on the way out? I don't understand. What gives you the right to do that? Now, I have nothing bad to say about Swifty Blue. I understand he's a legend of his own mind. And that's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a king in your own kingdom. You're supposed to rock as leadership and not just one of the regular motherfuckers following everyone. I understand that. Everybody wants to be a chief. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to get their powwow on, right? And that's cool. That's cool. You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to stand on your own. And he does have his own rights and his own opinions and his own perspectives on things. Yeah, but don't feel like it's over and it's a pass and he's done, because he's not, man. I'm sure American Cholo Gil has something to say about that. I'm sure I definitely have something to say about it. I don't want to keep antagonizing and keep this shit going, but at the end of the day, I want true answers to if this Vato really is racist or not. What does he have against the brown man? Was there a gardener in the back giving her that honey love? He was giving her that Arkels? I don't know what was going on, but at the end of the day, man, you know, I have a lot of questions. I want to know who he still was talking to, but naked on the bed. There's just a lot of different questions that the raza needs answers for. Okay, and Swifty, you're not in the position, to be the one to fulfill the questionnaire. Okay? It's not that you're not smart, because you are. You're a highly intelligent guy, man. And I know what it's about. I know what it's about. You could say, oh, we don't need to be signed by these people, or we don't need to deal with that people, or we don't need this. But there is no we. I said there's a you. And at the end of the day, you're trying to get the bag. You're trying to get your shit out the pawn shop. You're trying to do some real things, right? And you see an easy way to get in and side with what I look as the opposition, not the blacks. The blacks are out of this. They're the brothers. They're cool. They're doing their thing. The Woods, we just want coffee, brother. They're doing their thing. One individual that chooses to have a platform and speak derogatorily towards our people. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so Swifty gives them the pass. And what? For some studio time, for some airtime, for some clout, for some views, for what, eh? You know, you already, and I'm going to speak from the heart here, bro. You've already found yourself in certain situations where I know deep down inside, you're like, damn, I messed up. You know, damn, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Fuck it, I'm gonna stand on mine. I did that. So why don't you stand for your people if you're really about that South Side, if you're really about representing for your gente and your raza, you know what I mean? Then ask the tough questions. Let it be known, Holmes, that that is not condoned. Let it be known, Holmes, that you don't rock like that. Or maybe you do. One never knows, does one? See, I had a lot of homeboys back in the days that had derogatory things to say about the paisas. And let me tell you right now, see the scar right there? You see it right there? That's one of my homeboys' teeth, right? Because one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to never let another man disrespect black or brown or white. You know what I mean? When you're around me, Holmes, you're not going to be talking especially about your own people in a bad fashion, man. If you got problems with the next man, go handle your business. You know, that's how I feel. But one thing I know for sure is if I was in front of Wack 100, nah, there wouldn't be punches thrown. Nah, I wouldn't be tripping like that. Unless he wanted to trip like that, then we could trip like that. But one thing I would do, man, is hold it down for the gente and not waver. Eh? See, I don't wave flags, Holmes, white flags, and I don't waver. I'm not going to waver because this vato is yelling over me or manipulating me. I'm not easily manipulated, bro. I'm going to say what's on my mind. I'm going to speak minds for the gente and what's in the best interest of the people. And what's in the best interest of the people is to tell this ugly fucker to shut his mouth. If he shuts his mouth and stops disrespecting the raza, then everything's going to be all right. Until then, friend, what we got to understand here is we got to get a common understanding, man, that it can get ugly very fast. See, the brown man moves differently. When I say the brown man moves differently, I don't mean they move any more righteous than the black man or the white man. They just move differently, and he knows what time it is. And Swifty, you know what time it is. Exactly. So, you know, for the gente that are truly believing, oh, it's over, he got a pass, you know, because Swifty said it. You know, who's going to give Swifty the pass? You know, that's what I want to know. You know, you can't think in your mind that your word is bond, your word is king, and what you say goes, you know. I understand you're intelligent. I understand you're probably a cool dude, you know, but I would love to chill. Back in the days, if I was never gang related, I'd love to chill with Swifty just to see his get down, see his movidas, right? I could see the type of character you are, bro. You're a loyal friend. I know that for sure. I seen the way you and Chito Ranas was looking each other in the eyes. You're a loyal friend, Holmes. You're a good dude. At the end of the day, I can see you're a good dude. Funny, intelligent, talented. You know, I got to give you all the accolades you deserve as a brown man, man. You got that, bro. But the stupidity overcomes sometimes, bro. Sometimes when you make it just about yourself and you make it your own agenda and you clout chase and you do certain things and you say things, man, just for shock value, bro. You know, you're looked at as the equivalent to Wack 100. Maybe not on the racial tip, because I don't know if you're racist like that, bro. You do say the N-word a few times more than I would ever say it, which is one, right? Never. You know, but I understand everyone speaks differently and to each man their own. Products of their environments and all that. He said, she said, we've already went through that so many different times, man. I don't care, man. I don't agree, but it is what it is. I guess I'm a little too old school for you, right? But there is no pass. I know on my behalf, and I know you don't speak for vatos from up north. We can get gang related, of course, you know, even though no one here wants to gang bang. You don't speak for the brown people, bro. You know, the shit's not done, man. I'd rather, and I hate to say it, I'd rather have American Cholo sit down with this guy and speak, because he speaks a little bit more eloquently and he gets his point across, you know. Whether or not he has smut on his name and he's done what he did in the past is totally, you know, irrelevant to the situation at hand. It just is what it is. Anyways, with that being said, for the people that truly and honestly believe because Swifty said it's over, because he gives them the pass, that you might as well rip that document up right now. Wack, that shit don't count, man. You know, that's just one individual telling you how he feels, and he's entitled to that. That's his opinion. If he believes you did nothing wrong, if he believes, you know, the raza sometimes, man, goes overboard and does too much, well then, man, you know, I don't know what side you're representing, but I don't think it's that side either. You know what I mean? I think it's your own side, which is you, bro, you personally. With that being said, you guys take it how you want to take it. Say what you got to say. I want to see some questions in the messages. I want to see how you feel, man. I'm not here to disrespect anyone, but at the end of the day, I'm going to speak the realest, man, and the illest. And I'm going to tell you right now, shout out to respects to Swifty Blue as well as all the gente that rock with them. But you guys got to understand, man, this shit ain't cool. This shit ain't never going to be cool with that. With that being said, move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the struggle to strive and the strive to struggle, man. We need our voices to be heard. We don't need someone to agree because they have an agenda, because they want to make a rap song, or because they want to get a bag, bro. You can get the bag without the vault. You've been doing it, man. Why start now or stop now? I don't understand. This is the gun. Bang, bang.